Hello friends, today we will solve Rpsc ACF Botany paper 2. The exam was in 2018. So let's begin. So question number 1 is the advanced characters of family Asteraceae is. The advanced character include inflorescence head, cross pollination, ovary epigynous, parachute like poppers and basal placentation. Question number 2 is select the correct pair. Here the correct pair is Poaces is having Caryopsis fruit. Third question is the largest herbarium of the world is. When the term world is mentioned, it will be Royal Botanic Garden, Kew, England. But when it is India, it is Indian Botanic Garden, Calcutta. Select the correct statement. The ovule of cycas is anatropous. No, it is orthotropous. The pollen tube in cycas is hostorial. It is absolutely correct. Next is girdling leaf traces are characteristic feature of. It is a characteristic feature of cycas. Next is select the correct stage of development of microspores at the time of liberation in the following gymnosperm. So at the time of liberation, in case of cycas, the microspores are 3-celled, in Pinus 4-celled, in Ephedra 5-celled stage. Next is match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct answer by using the codes given below. So used as a quick referral system in taxonomical studies, it is herbarium, collection of preserved plant and animals museum, index to the plant species found in particular area is flora, and complete information of any taxon, it is monograph. It is monograph. So here the answer 1 is correct. Next is which one of the following taxonomical aid is based on contrasting pair of characters. So based on contrasting pair of character is key. Next is write the missing floral organ in the given formula for the family Fabaceae. So in case of Fabaceae, it is bisexual, okay, and zygomorphic, calyx 5, corolla is 2 plus 2 plus 1, okay. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is the characteristic of, it will be 2 which is joined, then 2 plus 1, okay. Next is the floral formula, actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx 5, corolla 5, A infinite and B infinite. It is the characteristic of the family Ranunculaceae. Next is which one of the following is termed as living fossil? We all know ginkgo. Next is one major demerit of classification proposed by Bentham and Hooker is, the major demerit is he has placed gymnosperm between dicot and monocot, which is absolutely incorrect. Next is the secondary xylem consists of, scalariform and pitted vessels and tracheids and wood fibers and some wood parenchyma. Okay, wood fibers, wood parenchyma, tracheids, scalariform and pitted vessels. Next is in a tunicated bulb of onion, allium cepa, leaves are. So in tunicated bulb, the leaves are scaly and concentric. Okay, the leaves are scaly and concentric. Next is select the correct pair. So assimilatory roots are found in Tinospora cordifolia. Next is phylloid and phyllocyclade are respectively found in. So these are respectively found in. Phylloid is found in Acacia and phyllocyclade is found in Opuntia. Phylloid in Acacia, phyllocyclade in Opuntia. Next is in a dorsiventral leaf, location of palisade tissue and phloem is respectively. So where is the palisade tissue located? Palisade tissue is located in the adaxial surface and the phloem is located on abaxial surface. Palisade on adaxial, phloem on abaxial. Next is which one of the following is correct? So phloem parenchyma is absent in most monocots. So this is correct. Next is gymnosperm lack vessels and tracheids. So this is wrong. Tracheids are there. Third is gymnosperm lack companion cell. This is also correct. So answer 1 and 3 is correct. Next is free nuclear division and endomitosis are a characteristic of tapetum. Next is ardil, a synthetic fiber, is manufactured from. So ardil, a synthetic fiber, is manufactured from groundnut. Next is bark is the dead tissue lying outside the active cork cambium. It includes. So what does bark include? So here answer would be that bark include epidermis, lenticels, cork and sometimes also hypodermis and a portion of the cortex. So bark includes all of the tissues which are external to the cambium. Okay. Next is match. So again, so here Nyctanthus will be cortical bundles are present in Nyctanthus A2. Then Boerhaavia is having large vascular bundles, and Amaranthus is having medullary bundles, and Aristolochia is medullary bundles in many with rings. So this is kind of like not sure. If you find the correct answer for this one, you can write it in the comment box. Next question is number of branch traces in each branch of gymnosperm and dicots is 2. Next question is pollen grains are well preserved as fossils because of sporopollenin in exine, the most resistant substance on earth. Okay, sporopollenin exine, that is why they can be preserved as fossil. Next is in Rpsc, the ripening of fruit is underground. Why? This term is known as when it is fruit, it is carpic. Okay. Next is the country which is the world's largest producer of maize. It is USA. Next is pearl millet has panicle inflorescence. Next is out of the following pairs, cotton textile industry is mostly located in. It is mostly located in Gujarat and Maharashtra. Next is jute is obtained from secondary phloem. Next is which one of the following is known as green gold for its commercial importance? It is bamboo. Next is gliadin and glutenin present in wheat are proteins. Next is pop, pod, flint, dent and waxy. They are the varieties of maize. Next is the variety NP809 of wheat combines a considerable resistance to all the 3 wheat rust and constitutes a landmark in the history of. It was bred by Dr. B.P. Pal. Next is the seeds of brassica possess a glycoside which upon hydrolysis with enzyme myrosin yield dextrose and essential oil of mustard. So what is the name of this glycoside? It is sinigrin. Next is gum arabic. Gum arabic is obtained from stem of acacia. Next is which part of plantago plant is used as isabgol? So seed coat is used as isabgol. Next is match the following with 1 with 2. Okay. So here the polished wheat is what? The polished wheat is Triticum polonicum. Emmer wheat is what? Emmer wheat is Triticum dioicocum. Common wheat is what? Common wheat is Triticum aestivum. And club wheat is Triticum compactum. So here answer is C. Next is plant part of medicinal importance in ashwagandha. It is root. Next is in which part of the atmosphere ozone layer absorbs the UV radiation of sun? It is stratosphere. Next is the ratio of air's actual water vapor content to its water vapor capacity. Okay, content with the capacity, it is relative humidity. Next is the most common shrub found in desert of Rajasthan which helps in stabilizing sand dunes. It is Caligonum polygonoides. Again, if you find alternative answer for this, you can write it in the comment box. Next is, of the following, what is true about the phosphorus cycle? So what is true about the phosphorus cycle? Here, rock are natural reservoir of phosphorus, correct. Weathering of sedimentary rocks make phosphate available, true. Herbivores and carnivores obtained phosphorus from plants directly or indirectly, this is also true. So answer 3 is correct. Next is the correct order of succession level in Xerak. Xerak is in the desert region. So correct order of succession is lichen, moss, annual herb, perennial herb, shrub and forest. Next is, which species is an invasive species posing threat to biodiversity of Rajasthan? So Lantana, Prosopis and Eichhornia all are threats to the biodiversity of Rajasthan. Next is, match the following. Standing state. Okay, standing state is the amount of nutrient. Gaseous cycle is carbon cycle. Sedimentary cycle is sulfur cycle. Pioneer species is species that invade a bare area. So here answer B is correct. Next is, which one of the following is not a characteristic of community? Natality is not the characteristic of community. Natality is the number of dead organism. It is not notality, it is natality. Next is, natural and human induced disturbances can convert a particular serial stage of succession to an earlier stage. So when it is back, like coming back to the earlier stage, it is retrogressive succession. Next is relative proportion of different sized mineral particles in loam soil. So this answer, if you find, you can write in the comment box. I am leaving this for you. Next is, ecology of individuals is known as Ott ecology. Next is, which one of the following is used for ex situ conservation of plants? So for ex situ conservation of plant, it is botanical garden. Ex situ botanical garden. Next is, which of the following plant growth regulator is associated with Richmond-Lang effect? It is cytokinin. Next is, first stable product of Hatch and Slack cycle. The first stable product of Hatch and Slack cycle, which is C4 cycle, is oxaloacetic acid. Next is, diffusion pressure deficit of a plasmolysed cell. When it is plasmolysed cell, there is no pressure built up, so it is equal to osmotic pressure. Next is, deficiency of which micronutrient is responsible for heartwood of beet? So it is boron. Next is, the photosynthetic active radiation PAR is the part of electromagnetic radiation that can be used as a source of energy for photosynthesis by green plants. It is spectral range between. So PAR ranges in 400 to 700 nanometer. Next is, respiratory quotient is more than unity, more than 1 in case of organic acids. Next is, in oxidative phosphorylation, ATP is formed in. So ATP is formed on F1 particles located on the cristae in the inner membrane. Please remember, inner membrane. Next is, precursor of indole 3 acetic acid, it is tryptophan. Next is, which one of the following process is absent in C4? In C4, photorespiration is absent. Next is, the only enzyme of Krebs cycle which is not present in the matrix but it is present in the inner membrane of mitochondria. It is succinic acid dehydrogenase. Next is, which one of the following hormone is responsible for climacteric respiration? It is ethylene. Next is, during night, succulent plants store CO2 in which form? The succulent plants store CO2 in the form of organic acid. Next is, which statistical test is used for detection of linkage and segregation? It is chi-square test. Next is, the maximum number of chromosomes are found in a plant which belongs to, so it belongs to vascular cryptogams. Maximum number of chromosomes belongs to vascular cryptogams. Next is, the activities of all the agencies involved in plant introduction are coordinated by. So in plant introduction, all the activities coordinated by NBPGR, National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources. Next is common cultivated wheat, it is allopolyploid. Next is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is major site of synthesis of lipid. Next is which among the following is commonly used method for intraspecific transfer of more than of one or few genes. So when intraspecific transfer, intra is within the species. So within the species, the commonly used method is backcross method. Next is during translation process, which enzyme is associated with activation of amino acid. So amino acid is activated by amino acyl tRNA synthetase. Next is exchange of chromosomal segment between non-homologous chromosome. When it is non-homologous chromosome, it is reciprocal translocation. Next is correct sequence of substages of prophase 1 of meiotic cell division. It is leptotene, zygotene, pectine, diplotene, diakinesis. Next is the number of genotypes produced in the F2 generation in recessive epistasis. So we have already done this earlier. It is 9:3:4. Dominant is 12:3:1. Duplicate dominant is 15:1. Complement is 9:7. Next is precursor of messenger RNA precursor is hnRNA, which have both exons and introns. So from there introns are spliced out. Next is cosmid or plasmid vectors that contain cos site of. So they contain cos site from lambda bacteriophage. Next is which of the following genes are functional in all cell at all time? It is housekeeping gene. Next is which one of the following vector is obtained from agrobacterium? It is Ti plasmid. Next is cell cycle DNA replication takes place in S phase. Next is certain proteins are involved in folding of nascent polypeptides to form the proper three-dimensional structure. They are chaperones. So the proteins helping in folding of the proteins is chaperones. Next is the subunit of RNA polymerase involved in initiation of transcription. It is sigma factor. Next is the type of bond between a pentose sugar and a base and a bond between two nucleotides in DNA. So between pentose sugar it is glycosidic bond and between two nucleotides it's phosphodiester bond. Next is how many types of rRNA are there? So 4 types of rRNA are there: 18S, 28S, 5.8S and 5S. Next is Christmas tree effect is seen in lamb brush chromosome. Next is DNA fingerprinting is a technique used to find variation in individual of a population at DNA level. It works on the principle of polymorphism in DNA sequences. Next is plastome is a DNA of the chloroplast. Roundup Ready is glyphosate. Next is culture media is autoclaved at what conditions? 15 lb per square inch pressure and 121 degree centigrade temperature. Next is HEPA filters are used in laminar airflow. Next is hairy root diseases caused by agrobacterium rhizogenes. So you have to watch the video again and again to revise it. You can if once you are done with the normal speed, you can increase the speed to 2x or 1.5x, which one is preferable to you, and you start revising it quickly. Like in, say for example, if the video is of 10 minutes, you should revise it when you are watching for the second time. You should revise it in 2x in 10 minutes. Next is the insecticidal activity of Bacillus thuringiensis Bt cotton. In Bt cotton, it is due to cryprotein protoxin. Okay, the insecticidal activity is due to cryprotein protoxin. Next is pest resistant plants of tobacco ware. So pest resistant plant of tobacco were produced by RNA interference. Next is when cell cultures are maintained in liquid culture media, they are called suspension culture. Next is which one of the following is used as sterilization agent? Sodium hypochlorite is used as a sterilization agent. Next is transgenic plants can act as a living bioreactor for the inexpensive production of chemicals and pharmaceuticals. So using transgenic plants for producing inexpensive production of pharmaceuticals, that is molecular farming. Next is resistance to herbicide glyphosate has been achieved through transgenesis by using the following gene. So which gene is used for glyphosate? You can so this you have to find it out, which gene you will use for glyphosate. You can write it in the comment box. Next is the technology used in producing transgenic organism. It is recombinant DNA technology. Next is select the correct statement for viroids. So correct statement for viroids. Viroids are naked, small naked RNA molecules without any coat. Next is match the following. So for aspergillus, aspergillus is saprophytic. Phytophthora is facultative saprophytic. Facultative means not compulsorily, okay, depends on situation. Rpsc is what? It is obligate ectoparasite, okay. Albugo is endoparasite. So answer here is A. Next is cenocytic fungus found growing spatially on horse dung. So on horse dung it is Pylobolus which grows. Next again you match. This is very important common question for the examiner. Unicellular non-motile. Unicellular non-motile is chlorella. Unicellular motile is Chlamydomonas. Then unbranched filamentous. Unbranched is Eulothrix. Branched heterotrichous is Poliokity. So answer here is B. Next is water bloom is caused by Cyanophyceae members. Next is Irish moss is Chondrus crispus. Next is triphasic haplobiontic life cycle is in Batrachospermum. Next is agar agar. It is obtained from Gelidium species. Okay. Then next Funori is Gloriopeltis furcata. Red rust, very important, Cephaluros virescens. Heterocyst is found in nostoc, which picks nitrogen. Okay, answer here is B. The fungus used for preparation of alcoholic beverages, it is Ascomycetes. Viruses are obligate parasite, compulsorily parasite, not beneficial at all. Next is first eukaryotic organism whose genome is completely sequenced. It is Saccharomyces, yeast. Next is which of the following alga's life cycle throws light in the origin and evolution of sex in alga? It is Chlamydomonas. Next is cyanobacteria can be used for conversion of solar energy through photolysis, true. Biogas production, true. Reclamation of saline and alkaline soil, true. So all are correct. Next is match the type of stele. So plectostele you will find in Lycopodium. Actinostele in Xylotum. Amphiloic siphonostele you will find in Marsilia, and Dictyostele in Terrace. So answer here is D. You have to learn all this. So basic concept of yours has to be clear when you are solving the paper, because only paper solving will not help you. Okay, you have to read from the textbooks. This is for revising. Okay, as many papers as you revise, you will be familiar with the questions that come in exams. So more and more previous year questions will make you more prepared for the exams. Next is virus free plants can be produced using which of the following plant tissue culture technique? It is shoot tip culture. Shoot tip are free from any diseases. Next is according to Boer and Campbell, sporophyte of which of the following bryophyte is considered to be the most advanced type? So most advanced type is Funaria. Next is how many living genera of pteridophytes are heterosporous? It is 9. Next is multiflagellated antherozoids are present in which of the following pair of cryptogams? So multiflagellate you will find in Equisetum and Isoetes. And one more thing we have read about vascular cryptogram is largest chromosome number. Okay. Next is XY type of sex chromosome were first reported by Allen in Sphaerocarpus donnelly. Next is in Notothyles liveri. In Notothyles liveri, the archisporium give rise to spores and pseudoelaters. A very important question. Next is again match. This is very easy. So Selaginella is a resurrection plant. They can grow in extremely dehydrated condition. Azolla is the smallest pteridophyte. Then Equiscythia is a tree fern. Equisetum is known as horsetail. So answer is 3. Next is which one of the following is a microphilous pteridophyte? It is Selaginella. Next is the last question. So you have done it. Thank you for being patient. You have done till the last. Please revise it in the 2x speed. Like whenever you are done with any particular topic, whenever you are free, when you are not feeling like studying or you are done with the preparation, please keep on recalling at least one paper every day. At least one paper every day you need to solve. Okay, you can download, you can visit my Telegram channel. I upload the PDF of the question paper. Also you can find it from the website. For your easier for your easiness, the PDF is also uploaded in the Telegram channel. You can solve by yourself, and again if you want to listen, then also you can watch the video in the 2x speed. That will help you to do faster. Next is spadix. Spadix, the inflorescence is in colocasia. Okay, colocasia. Catkin is salix. Compound umbel is coriandrum, and polycasial cyme is calotropis. So answer is B. So this is here we end with this paper. Next day we will solve another paper. Thank you so much. The questions which are unanswered, you can write it in the comment box. You can explore it. While if you have read it, you are always welcome to put your views in the comment box. Thank you so much guys. Wish you all the best for your exam.